Please support the First Step communities at Miller Park. And here you have my brother Paul Chum, who helps me every day. In this scene right here, you had a man that was drunk in the middle of the streets. He had thousands of dollars sitting on him. It's actually between his legs. I helped him put his shoes on and his clothes on and placed him back in his yard as Paul filmed it, just to show that we were being righteous. Good afternoon, world. How you doing? This is me, Larry Williams. Got Paul Chum with me. You know? About to go feed some people. Pull up at Miller Park. Repeat the process. Pull up on Fair Oaks and H.E.L.P. Pull up at X Street. Give what we can give. And get to stepping, so to speak. Backseat full of stuff. You know? Yeah, I aim to help, man. So does Paul. Paul aims to help too. We hope you do. And if you're not, we hope you do soon. God bless. At our first destination, we're pulling up at Miller Park. It's kind of warm out here in Sacramento today. Actually, it feels good, actually. It's 75 right now out here in California, Sacramento. Yeah. Finna pull up, deliver some food, well wishes. Finna holler at my partner Noe. Finna try to do an open mic Christian event. See how that turns out.
Yes.
That's right. You go to church?
I do, bro.
What church you go to?
I go to H.E.L.P.
Where's that at?
Rancho Cordova. Oh, for us?
Their family. They're Mormons though. I got some more stuff for you.
One thing that we have in common is love.
And I'm gonna give you this too. Make it a one-stop shop. Yes, sir. Thank you, brother. Gotta give those to Mr. J. Actually, at this moment, me and Noe are talking. This is a good young man, 22 years old, fired up for the Lord. He actually raps Christian rap, so be on the lookout for him. We took a picture this day. This is one of many pictures that we've taken, and I've really come to like this young man and his character and the way he conducts himself and the way he treats people over here. And he just remembers that you got to pay it forward and you got to give back. That's just the only way things are going to work. You know, we have to come together and put it together. The young man who just shook my hand, he was once homeless. The First Step Act has given him a job, and he's now a productive member of society. Went from homelessness to having a job. All right, how you doing, world? Still me and Paul, as you see. I had a lot of stuff with me earlier, or we had a lot of stuff with us earlier, and we gave it all to Miller Park because we just felt that was the best thing going instead of breaking it up. So I'm about to pull up on Fair Oaks and H.E.L.P. You know, I spent some money out of my pocket, and yeah, we finna give. I got a back seat full of Jack in the Box. I bought a bunch of tacos and chicken nuggets and French fries. One thing about me, why I stopped giving sandwiches, and it's not nothing against sandwiches, but I want to feed people food that I would want myself. and I really don't eat sandwiches. I'm really not a fan of bread. So, I mean, I'm giving people what I want. God bless. I aim to help, and I hope you do. And if you haven't, I hope you start soon. This moment I pulled up on Fair Oaks and H.E.L.P. I'm taking the food out of the car, obviously, getting it ready to go feed people and serve them. And yes, I said serve them, because they deserve to have a meal that they would like. They deserve to be treated with respect and to be reminded that people care about them and are trying to help them and take the plight of homelessness serious. You know, a lot of unhoused people, that's just what they are. They're unhoused people. A lot of them didn't choose to be unhoused. But nevertheless, I'm going to come over here, and me personally, I don't care about a person judging me, because I expect people to judge me. And I could care less what people think about me. But when it comes to homeless people and people that I'm advocating for, I would ask that you pay attention, do some research, look up the odds and the ratios and do something, at least you turn on your laptop and look up how many people are homeless in America. Look up what programs might be in your neighborhood and see how you could possibly help somebody. Just steer them in the right direction. When I come over here, I don't judge. Sometimes I see things I don't want to see, but it's not my place to make judgment or tell people how they should be living. I give advice, and I just come over here to keep my word and to help feed and to remind them that there are services, and also to make them aware that, things are changing, and there are a lot of entities right now that are doing a lot of stuff. Whether it's a voting season or whatever, but they're still doing good things. We just have to remember that we have to reach inside of our pockets, and pull out some compassion in the form of money, unfortunately. That's the only way this is going to work, and we have to come together as a nation. We have to come together as people. And have to remember that these are people. And remember, if you were in this situation, or when you have needed help in this lifetime, when people helped you, you appreciated it. These people appreciate any help they can get, but we have to be realistic, and we have to provide better services. If I had a AOD certificate, which is alcohol and other drugs, I would be over here doling that out. On this day right now, I'm walking around and I'm feeding, and they were actually having a barbecue, as you see right here. The lady right here was barbecuing. She had cooked a big pan of spaghetti, barbecue chicken, and all kinds of stuff. And they were over here having a nice little party, had music going, acting like normal, decent people that they are. They have morals, they have code of ethics and all that type of stuff. They actually have neighborhood watch over here where people take turns at night and have to make sure that other people don't come and try to steal, break, harm, or anything. So, it's no different than living in your own neighborhood, except that they're homeless and people aren't paying attention to them, huh? They're just the same as people in prison. And I am trying to be the voice of the voiceless, and I will be, and I will continue to be. And I will create an organization to where I can help, and I wish some people would jump on board with me and start realizing that if we look at it, it's not going to fix itself. We have to actively participate. That's the only way change is going to happen. We have to actively participate in making the change happen. As you see right here, I'm walking around, and I noticed that there was a young lady that was in the area, and she was actually feeding people. She wasn't just dropping it on the curb. She wasn't just putting it on the ground. She actually walked up all the way over to the tent, and she dropped off food. She let people know that this is what she had. It wasn't much, and this is the young lady I'm speaking of right here. She walks over to the table, and she let people know what she had. It wasn't much, but you were welcome to it, and it was a few different types of food items in the small bag. She talked to people real quick, engaged, and told them anybody was welcome to it. They said thank you, and she went on her way and went back to her vehicle and drove home. They really appreciate that. They really appreciate when people come over here and treat them as people. They really appreciate when people come over here and don't turn down their nose at them, or just drive by and say, hey, we support you. At this point right now, I'm walking and I'm about to go finish up feeding. I have a few more tacos, and I'm trying to find Dina. Of course, I found Dina, and I gave her the bulk of what I had left over. And yeah, you know why? Because that's
That's what you